Abundant Grace International School, we are located right in Obuasi, precisely BDM. The school has a number of facilities that aid in learning. We have qualified and trained teachers who are ready and willing to assist the children. The school has many facilities such as the ICT laboratory. We also have a science laboratory. We also have a library. The school has a number of buses which convey the children from their various destinations to the school premises. We have the football team, we have the drama group, we have a lot, and the school is based on the Christian principles. For more inquiries, you can call this number 0541 310 901 0541 670772. Abundant Grace, in God we trust.
Good evening and welcome to AGPS TV. I am grateful to be at your service once again. My name is Mr. Samson Anane, as you can see. Today I am going to do something unusual because I have always come with topics and to teach. But today I have come to discuss some challenging but simple questions that students mostly find it difficult to do with. And so I have selected few of such questions, and today I want to take you through how to do such questions in a very simplified manner. Now the first question that you can see on the board, I also want it to be projected. And so we have a question on the screen. And when you see a question like this, normally students are having challenges with that. But you can see powers and a power. We see into bracket s power 6 y power -4 raised to the power or raised to the power -half. And so you can see it transcend through all of them. And so when you see a question like that, it's not difficult at all. And so we want to see how to make it a very simple way. And to solve such a question, all that you need to do, because we have a power to a power, anytime you see a power to a power in such a question, you can simply multiply the powers, especially when you have been told to leave your answer in an index form. An index simply means a power. And so from here, we are going to multiply each of the power by a power. So we can simply write x power 6 times the half. Then y power -4 also by half. Then we multiply, that is, we close the bracket because now we are done with that one. So we can close that bracket times s power 9 times 8 power 1/3, then y -6 times 1/3. So we have that all divided by the denominator, which is also the same thing as we did with the numerator. So we have s power 4 times 1/4 y power -8 times also 1/4. Then we close the bracket times we have our x power 10 times 0, then y power 6 also times 0. Then we also close the bracket. Let me use a bigger bracket. So we have that. So now that you have that, you can simplify it. Half of 6 is 3, half of -4 is -2, half of 9 is 3, and so on and so forth. And so we can simplify that. So let me clean the top. And so I'm going to have s cubed, then y -2. Then this one also give me, I have my times, then s cube, then y negative 2, all divided by, this one will give me x, then y neg 2. If you see it, that will give me that. Now, from here, I have my times, and then I have any number raised to the power 0 is 1. So this one is going to give me x. The whole of this, because everything is power 0, I am simply going to get 1 for that. So the whole of this, s, y, s power 10, y power 6, all power 0 will give me 1. So that one, you should take note of that. Then from there, we can also multiply. So when you're multiplying, you multiply this by this, also applying the law of indices. Whenever you're multiplying numbers of the same base, we simply add the powers. So this is going to give me x6, then this one will give me y. If I add negative 2 to negative 4, I get a negative 2 to negative 2, I get my negative 4. All divided by x, y, negative 2. So I have that. Finally, I am going to divide. And the law of indices says that when you are dividing, you only need to subtract the powers. So this one is going to give me x 6 minus 1, then y negative 4 minus 2. So I am going to get that. And so from here, this one is going to give me x power 5, then y, this is positive 2, so y power negative 2. And because this one is y power negative 2, we can write the inverse if you want. And the inverse of y power negative 2 will simply be x power 5 times 1y squared. If you want to do the inverse, so if you do the inverse, we simply get x power 5 all on y2. And so this becomes your solution. And I hope it has been very helpful. It is not challenging. Just apply the laws of indices. And when you apply the laws of indices, you'll be able to get them. So this is was a question that was brought by WAEC, and students were asked to solve it, and then that's the solution. It was not difficult to do at all. We'll go on and take the next set of questions. So once again, we have been asked to calculate the area of a figure A, E, F, B, D, C, D. And so if we carefully study the diagram that is projected on the screen, you can see a cutout, a semicircular cutout. But if you study the diagram carefully, you see that it's a trapezium. Now, a trapezium is simply a four-sided figure with two pair of its sides, with one pair of its sides being parallel but unequal, two pair of its opposite sides being parallel and unequal. And so if you look at the diagram that has been shown, you can see this is a parallel side, but they have cut out a semicircular portion on that. And so we have heights. And then we have our A, E, then we have 10 here, 10 there, we have 14 here, and then we have D, and then we have C. And so we have A, E, then we have our F, and then simply we have our B. And all the measurements are in centimeters, and then we have 12 centimeters here. So you see that our AB is parallel to CD from here. And then we have been asked to calculate the area. Now we know that to calculate the area of a trapezium, to calculate the area of a trapezium, you simply have to find half the addition of your two parallel sides. That is your AB plus your CD, then you multiply everything by the height. You multiply everything by the height. So to calculate the area of a trapezium, we have half of AB, which is the first parallel side, plus CD, which is the second parallel side, times the height. That is what gives you the area of the full trapezium. But as you can see, they have cut out a semicircle. And so this part is no longer part of the trapezium. And so if you calculate the entire area of the trapezium, you must subtract the cutout from it. And the cutout is a semicircle. And you know that the area of a circle is pi r squared. And so half of a circle will be half pi r squared. And we are going to subtract that from the area of a trapezium. But you know that if you check from here, they have given you EF to be 14 centimeters. And so let us also assume that our DC is 14 centimeters. And if our CD is 14 centimeters, it means that the CD is your diameter. And because we are going to use R, you must find radius. But we know that radius is diameter on 2. Radius is equal to diameter on 2. And so we are going to get 14 divided by 2. And our radius is 7 centimeters. Our radius is 7 centimeters. And so we are going to substitute our information into the formula. Now, we know that we have our half, our AB. If you can put the diagram on the screen for me again, you see 10 centimeters, 14 centimeters, and then you see another 10 centimeters there. So if you are calculating your AB as it has been seen on the screen, then your AB is going to be 10 centimeters plus your 14 centimeters plus your 10 centimeters. And 10 plus 10 is 20. And then 20 plus 14 is 34 centimeters. So your AB is for 34 centimeters. And so that is that. We are going to put it back into the formula. And so our AB is 34 plus our CD, which is 14. Our height, as it was seen, is 12. Minus, we have half, then times our pi was given to be 22/7. and our radius was calculated to be 7 centimeters. So you have 7 squared. So we do our substitution. From here, we do the ones in a bracket first. So we have half of this and this, 34 plus 14 gives me 48 times 12 minus half of 22 is 11. 11, and then this one will give me times 7. Then we have times 22. Or let me simply make it 11 times 7. Yeah, let me make it that way. Then this one will also be here. We have 24 times 12 minus 11 times 7. Now from here, we are going to find 24 times 12. And so if you do the calculation, this is 8, this is 4, this is 4, and this is 2. If you add it, this is 8, this is 8, this is 2. And so we are going to get 24 times 12 to be 288 minus 11 times 7 gives 77. If we want to show it, once again, we have 11 by 7. So we have 7, 7. After that, when you subtract this from that, we are going to get 1, 1, and then 2. And that gives me the area of the trapezium. But areas are measured in square units. And so we are going to add our centimeters squared. And so when you are given to calculate a trapezium, it is simply half the sum of the two parallel sides times the height. But because this question was, we also having a cutout of a semicircle, we have to calculate the cutout and then subtract it from the total area of a trapezium. I hope this has also been helpful to you. I also want to have a question on trapezium, whether it is the whole trapezium or there's a cutout, you'll be able to solve it. Now we go to the next question, and then we also pick that. Now this question is on application of percentages. It says that AC bought a TV set at a price of 800 cedis, VAT inclusive, and that if the rate of VAT is 10%, we should calculate the price of the TV set with VAT exclusive. In other words, the 800 cedis is the original price of the item plus VAT. And we are saying that we should take the VAT component and calculate its actual price. But in mathematics, and when we talk about prices of items, selling prices are always equal to, cost price are always equal to 100%. And so when we have a price of an item, the price of an item will be 100%. So the price of the TV set is 100%. And then the 100% is equals to 800 Ghana cedis. And that is the original price. That is the original price. But we are asking us to calculate, or we are to find the selling price. And the selling price is the one that includes the VAT. And so the selling price is going to be 100% plus VAT. And 100% plus VAT is, please, the 800 Ghana cedis is the VAT inclusive. The 800 Ghana cedis is rather the VAT inclusive. and the VAT is 10%. So the 800 Ghana cedis is rather going to be the 100% plus your 10%, which is the VAT inclusive. So this 800 cedis is 100% plus the 10%. But the original price of the item, we don't know. And so that is the 100%. And that is what we have been asked to find. Because we are going to find the original price without VAT, we are going to look for 100%. And you know that 100% will be less than 110%. So we are saying that if less, more device. And so we are going to get 100% divided by 110% times the VAT inclusive, which is the 800 Ghana cedis. Now from here, the percentage will cancel the percentage. 10 will cancel 10. So we now have 10 out of 11 times 800 cedis. If you multiply this by this, we are going to get 8,000 divided by 11. And so quickly we are going to do some long division there. Quickly. And so we have our 8,000 divided by 11. 11 will go into 80. Simply we have 7, we have 77, we have 3. This one will be 30 or 300. This one will go into 32. We have 22. If we subtract, we are going to get 8. We add our 0, we have 80. This one will go there 7. Please put the camera on it for me. So we have 7. We have 7. And then this one is going to give me 77. If I subtract, I'll get 3. I'll bring my point and add 0 to this. This one will go here 2. Then we have 22. We have 8. 0. We have 7. So we have 77. We have 3, 0, and so that gives me another 2. And so because money are left in 2 decimal places, our answer will simply be 727.27 Ghana cedis. 727, if you do the calculation, you are getting 727.27 Ghana cedis. In other words, 727 Ghana cedis, 27 pesos. So what I'm saying is that whenever there's a VAT inclusive, it's going to increase the percentage from 100 to more than 100%. So if you want the original price, which is 100%, it will always be less. And if less, more divide times the original price, which is the VAT inclusive. So if you want the VAT exclusive, this is how we do the calculations. I hope I have also been helpful to you. We'll take another set of questions. We are going to do construction, a very simple construction, even though I don't have the tools here, but we projected the question to solve. We are saying that if you use a ruler and a pair of compass only, and A, we are to construct triangle PQR, where PR is 8 centimeters, QR is 6 centimeters, and angle PQR is 75. So we are going to draw triangle. For triangle, we have 3 types. One, you are given all the 3 sides, or you are given 2 sides and an angle, or you are given 1 side and 2 angles, and you should know how to do them. You can watch my future videos. I'll be doing a full lesson on construction. But for now, we have been given to draw a triangle PQR, such that P R is 8 centimeters. So I am not going to do it to scale because I do not have the instrument now. But let us have our PR to be 8 centimeters. So I draw my line. Then I'll measure PR. And then my measurement is 8 centimeters. So I put it there. Now, whenever you draw your baseline, anytime you're doing construction and then you have two sides and then an angle, the next thing to do is to construct your angle. And then you have been asked to construct angle PQR, and the angle is at R. Or is it P or R? Please put it on the screen. Let me see where the angle is. We have PQR, and then we say that the angle is at Q. Our angle is at Q, so we do our QR rather. Our QR is 6 centimeters. So we do our QR. Our QR, and then we have 6 centimeters there, and then we are supposed to do 75 degrees at R. So all the time, the middle part is where the angle is formed, so we are going to pick it from there. And to construct 75 degrees, you simply construct a semicircle. Then because our angle is supposed to face R, we cut a 60 degrees angle with the same radius. You stand at point, say 1, then you cut 60 degrees. So when I've cut 60 degrees, after that you can construct your 90 degrees. And so from here we stand at point 1, we cut an arc, we stand at another point to cut another arc to intersect the first one. After that you are going to draw a line from the point to the intersection arc. And that is going to give us 90. And so we have 60 degrees and then we have 30 degrees. Now we are going to bisect the angle 30 to get our 75. So we bisect our 30 into 15 degrees, and then we are going to draw a line from here through that, and we are going to get our 75 degrees. So now the 75 degrees is complete. I told you this is not drawn to scale. Then from here, we said that we should measure our PR, which is 8 centimeters. And so I'm going to stand at R, and then measure 8 centimeters to cut an arc to meet the 75 degrees angle. So I stand at point R, I'll measure 8 centimeters and I'll cut an arc. And I'll cut an arc. I stand at R, then I'll measure 8 centimeters to cut an arc. After that, I'll join my arc to point R and name that point P. So I have that. So I have that. And so this is my triangle. I have my Q, I have my R, I have my P, I have angle PQR to be 75 degrees. So I'll go on and take my next instruction. They said that we should construct the mediator of PR. PR simply means, the mediator PR simply means, draw the perpendicular bisector of PR. In other words, divide line PR into 2 equal parts. And to do that, you simply stand at any of the points, either P or R. Then you are going to divide or open your compass to more than half of the length of PR and inscribe a circle below and above. So if I stand at point R, I cut an arc above and I cut an arc below. The same radius, I stand at P and I'll cut an arc to intersect the first arc and also to intersect. After that, I am going to draw a line through the 2 intersection arc. And so we have that. Now, back to the screen, the question will be put shortly. As I said that, construct the mediator of PR. To meet PR at A, So why does my mediator meet PR? This is the point where my mediator meets PR. Instead at that point, I should name it A. So I simply put A there. Then again, they said that I should also bisect QR to meet QR at B. So this is the same as the bisection of the PR. This time it is QR. So I am going to do my QR. I'll stand at Q, open my compass to more than half of the radius and cut an arc below and above. The same radius, I'll stand at R and cut another below and above. After that, I am going to draw a line through the intersection arc. And so that is how it will be done. But then they said that I should name where they intersect QR. So we go to the board on the screen and say that we should construct the perpendicular bisector of QR to meet QR at B. So this is where the mediator meets QR, and say that point we should name it B. So I name that point to B. Now we take the final one. Said let the mediator bisector of QR to meet at B. I have done that. So DI. Let the mediator of line PR and perpendicular bisector of QR meet at C. In other words, these two lines that I have drawn, the perpendicular lines, where they meet, said I should name it C. So this is where they are meeting. The point where they are meeting, I'll simply name it C. I'll simply name it C. Now they say that we should shade figure ACBR. Figure ACBR. Take the question from the, very good. We should name figure ACBR. So we say we should shade it. So this is the area. And so we are going to shade it. So the shaded point becomes figure ACBR. And so this is the demand of the question. Like I said, watch my feature videos. I am going to take my time to do a full topic on construction. A full topic on construction. But today I just want to highlight some of the challenging questions and make it simple as possible. And in the future tutorials, I am going to take my time and treat each of these topics fully. And so you can follow me on AGPS TV. Now let us go to the next question. Let us move on after we are done with construction. We'll go to the question 3. Now question 3 says that in a class, the number of boys in the school are shown in the table below. So you have class, you have boys and girls. And then you have JHS 1, JHS 2, and JHS 3. I said that if a student is picked at random, what is a probability of meeting a boy from the class? A boy from the class. For you to be able to do that, you should be able to add all the students, both boys and girls. And so we are going to add them. We are going to add them. So we are going to add the boys and then the girls, so that we know the total number of people that are in Form 1 to Form 3. And so we have 20 plus 50 plus 30. That is going to give us our number of boys. And this is going to be 100. Our number of boys are 100. We are also going to add our number of girls. And our number of girls too will be 40 plus 30 plus 15. And that is also going to give me 85. Now, I'm going to find the total number of boys and girls. So, total. If I add the two, I'm going to get 185. Now, we say that if a student is picked at random, what is the probability of meeting a boy from the class? So if we want the probability, we are simply going to pick the number of boys divided by the total number of students in JSS 1, JSS 2, and JSS 3. And from here, our number of boys, they are 100, and then divided by the total number of people in the class, which is 185. 185. From here, we can say that 5 will go there, 20, 5 will go into 18, 3, remember 3, 35, 5 will go into 35, 7. So we are having 20 out of 37 as our probability for number of boys that can be picked in a class. So we just add the number of boys divided by the total number of students in the class. Now we go to the next question. A girl from the class. So we are going to do the same thing. For the boys, we pick the boys over the total. And so we are going to also pick the girls from the total. So we have probability of girls. We are going to get the girls are 85 divided by 185. And once again, 5 will go here. 5 will go to 8, 1, remember 3, 35, so we have 7. Then 5 will go into 18, we have 3, remember 3, so we have 37. And so the probability of girls, we are having 17 over 37 as the probability of girls in the class. And so the probability, you only pick the number divided by the total number, because probabilities are always fraction, and so you should take note of that. We move on to the next question under that. Say that I can't see the eye, if you can bring it a little bit up. A JHS 1 student from the school. A JHS 1 student from the school. A JHS 1. So now we want only a JHS 1 student. So a JHS 1 student will simply be JHS 1 student divided by the total number of students in the school. So our probability of JHS 1 students will be equal to 20. JHS 1 students will be 20 boys plus 40 girls, because JHS is that JHS 1 student, and the JHS 1 we have boys and girls. The boys are 20, the girls are 40. So we are having 60. 60 students are in JHS 1, divided by the total number of students in JHS 1, 2, and 3. And that is going to be 185. And once again, we can simply divide. 5 will go here. We have 1, remainder 1, so we have 12. Then 5 will go here. We have, once again, we have 3, 7. And so the probability is 12 out of 37. 12 out of 37. 12 out of 37. And so that is what we have. And so that is for the table. It is all about probability. And so the probabilities are not, I'm going to take some 4 tutorials on this one. Then we will be able to know how to solve some of these things. Once again, my name is Mr. Samstani. Thank you for watching AGPS TV. We'll meet again. May God bless us all.
Abundant Grace International School, we are located right in Obuasi, precisely BDM. The school has a number of facilities that aid in learning. We have qualified and trained teachers who are ready and willing to assist the children. The school has many facilities such as the ICT laboratory. We also have a science laboratory. We also have a library. The school has a number of buses which convey the children from their various destinations to the school premises. We have the football team, we have the drama group, we have a lot, and the school is based on the Christian principles. For more inquiries, you can call this number 0541 310 901 0541 670772. Abundant grace, in God we trust.